Get the fundamentals down and the level of everything you do will rise. Michael Jordan. Hello champions and future champions, hello Chessmood students. I'm Grandmaster Avadi Grigorian, and in this course I will explain to you the main principles of opening fights and a few hidden tricks which will take you much ahead of your current competition. If you already know some openings and use them in your games without knowing the fundamentals, that's fine, we will fill the gap. And if you don't have an opening repertoire yet, that's fine too. Soon I am going to give you a step-by-step opening repertoire for white and black, but only after teaching you the fundamentals. And I have three good news. The first one, it's gonna be very easy to learn these opening principles, as there are not many of them, and they are very logical. The second good news, after learning and fully understanding the opening principles, you will remember your openings much easier. Even if you forget the move, often you will be able to find just by following the opening principles. And the third good news, after learning the opening fundamentals and having good openings, you will have very enjoyable middle games when you know what you are doing and you will fully enjoy your game. And the last thing before we go ahead, we are going to learn the fundamentals fundamentally. Not just the main principles are this, that and that, but why they are. I want you to deeply understand them. Because at the end, as always, there will be exceptions. And the best players know when to ignore the principles. Understanding the fundamentals fundamentally will give you the wisdom to notice situations when you need to follow the fundamentals and when not. Dear friend, if you are excited and ready to start, I am ready to. Let's go! After learning and fully understanding the opening principles, you will remember your openings much easier. Even if you forget the move, often you will be able to find just by following the opening principles.
Recently, one of my good friends learned to play chess from scratch and asked me to check his games and give feedback. So together at my place, we opened his online database and I clicked on the first game. And here what I saw. He played with white pieces. Knight c3, e5, knight f3, knight c6, d3, d5, bishop d2, knight f6, e3, bishop d6, bishop e2, and here I stopped him. If you know some opening principles, you would be surprised what white did. If not, let's go back step by step. So the first move he played knight c3 and I asked, what are you doing? Why knight c3? He said, I have learned that one of the main principles in chess is to develop the pieces. So here I develop them, knight c3. I said, okay. e5, knight f3, again he develops a piece. Another knight c6, he played d3. When I asked why did you play this move, he said, I want to open my bishop. Okay. After d5 he played bishop d2. Why you did this move, my friend? And he said, I'm developing the pieces. And the same way after knight f6, e3, bishop d6, bishop e2, again he thinks that this is development. If you are a little bit experienced, you would notice that white did something very bad. They gave up the center, about which we will speak soon, and they developed their pieces very passively. But I couldn't blame my friend, he has learned everything himself from internet, and he found that one of the main principles in the opening is to develop the pieces. I asked my friend to forget about that principle, what he has learned, and the same request I have for you. Develop pieces, forget about it. We change it with the following one. Develop pieces effectively. This is the key word. We don't want just to develop them. We want them to take the most effective squares that are possible. What are the most effective squares for our pieces? Let's figure them out.